In this video, we're going to learn how to add Medicaid information and update IEP information, which is obviously very important for our Medicaid billing. We have to have valid forms and we have to have a valid IEP. So we can see here, this is Callie's student overview page where we have a kind of a bird's eye view of her Medicaid information and her IEP information. We can see here we do not have our 3 forms in here yet. So we're going to go to her Medicaid profile. And we see here we have the ability to submit these new forms. You're going to click Submit New, and you're going to put the signed date. So it's very important that we put the date it was signed and not the date it was received. You can select a file and you can add the file of the script or physician's auth if you want. You don't have to do that, but you can, and click Submit. We can see now that this is a green check mark saying this is valid and we're good to go. We're going to go ahead and add the signed date for the parent consent and the plan of care. Again, you can add a file to these and the file library. You can also upload a file and link it. So if I have a physician's auth and I want to put the file in there and the file name, you can do that. So now we have our 3 forms signed, and now we need to add our IEP information. So we can see here that her IEP is now expired. So I'm going to go ahead and archive this IEP. The end date was August 13th and submit. I'm going to click here to register a new one. We had her meeting date today. She gets personal care and transportation. So now we have our IEP registered. We have to add our services. So each discipline is going to register their service. If we have speech language therapy, for 120 minutes a month, you can have this drop down here for any of your service locations. You have your initiation date and your duration date. If you're spanning your services, you can register that as 2 separate services with different dates. You're going to copy and paste your goals from Weebus, and you're going to click Submit. So now we can see that our speech therapy service is now on this IEP. If you click the plus button here, you can see the goals. The other disciplines can add other services like OT, PT, nursing, whatever you need to add. If we go now to her Medicaid profile, we can see now we have our 3 valid forms. We have a valid IEP with speech therapy on it. So now we're able to bill for speech therapy and targeted case management. If you add more services on here like OT or PT or nursing or whatever, you'll be able to bill for those services as well. Obviously, it's very important that we keep up with these forms and the IEPs to make sure that these students remain billable. On your homepage here, you'll have an upcoming Medicaid form expirations to help you know what will be expiring in the next month or what is already expired.